I'm Lottie.
And I'm Mark.
And this is
Showtime Shenanigans.
I actually stayed on one note today. I didn't
so proud.
make it really pitchy. I feel like no one can really tell what kind of
I mean,
thing
our
we're
last
doing.
one, we were like,
was it really bad?
you're like, we need to figure out a tune for this because this is so bad.
Oh, yeah, we do. We'll do that later. We'll do it after.
Yeah.
Okay, so today, guys,
What are we actually doing today? I have no idea.
we are talking about theatre etiquette because we said we'd do it ages ago, we just never have. So, we just feel like we need a whole episode just... Hello, dog.
Don't bark at me.
We
Don't
feel like
use
we
those
need...
tones of language.
we need a whole episode where we just talk about very specific things just to get it all out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know when someone does like a whole YouTube video about like stage door because it's just grinding their gears? It's like that. Yeah. But all of it. So I feel like we should just get into it and then stop in the middle, do segments and then go again.
Sure thing, chicka wang.
Because we haven't done that for a while. This is
No.
really annoying. My strings are uneven. Oh no.
My strings are really short.
I'm talking about my hoodie strings for anyone not watching. We're very bright and colourful today, aren't we?
It's like being like...
we elbowed. Ooh.
Actually, I think by the time this is out, we can hug. I'm not sure.
You can hug from the 17th. This
So by
won't
the
be
time
out on the 17th. Yeah. No.
The days after, though.
Yeah, apparently you can hug. When you're allowed people in your house, like 6 people or whatever, you can hug as well.
I know.
First hugs. Oh.
But like only hug people that you didn't usually hug, not just go around hugging everyone.
Just
because
hug
you
every
can.
random person on the street. We've also got Starbucks.
Darbies.
If anyone doesn't know that reference, get out of here. Get in the bin. Anyway, right, let's go. First things first on the list, smelly food.
This is an issue that's often really grinded
I
my
do actually
gears.
have a story about this.
You do, don't you?
So basically, you've already told a story about this with the
yeah.
tuna pasta thing. I have a story. Basically, I mean, it was lucky it didn't actually, alright dog. It didn't actually it wasn't actually a problem. But I was on doors one time, like front doors, and someone tried to come in with a burger, like a McDonald's, but there's literally a McDonald's down the street.
I think I had it in my cloakroom,
They brought it into the cloakroom?
Yeah, they weren't allowed to bring it in. So.
I thought they ate it outside. They wanted...
There's one time
someone
had to leave the whole like McDonald's meal in the
someone put
cloakroom.
sushi in the cloakroom once and I was sat there like...
You've got a chunk on your nose.
Oh no, my nose!
There you go, it's gone, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, so, but one time, this is probably a different time, because I think they ate it. But yeah, they tried to bring in a McDonald's burger and a McFlurry and a drink into the theatre. And I was like, I'm really sorry, but you're not allowed to bring in, like, hot food into the theatre. Because cold food is absolutely fine. It's hot food. You're just not allowed to bring in, like, a McDonald's burger into the theatre.
It's usually greasy and it's usually, like, smelly.
Because, and then when it goes cold, it gets greasy and it leaks. And, so if it is sat in the cloakroom or you're, and then it like, goes on our carpet if you bring it into the auditorium and no one wants to smell that, blah, blah. So they were like, oh, okay, what should I do? And I was like, if you just stand to the side, you can eat your burger and then come in. And they were like, great. So they ate their burger, threw it in the bin, threw the bag in the bin, and then they were like, can I bring in the McFlurry? And now, we do sell ice cream in the theatre, so I was like, is it the kind of thing where it's like, you can't bring in your own alcohol, which we will get to, because there is actually a point to that, which a lot of people don't know.
Yes.
But I was like, we do sell ice cream, but that's only the same as someone just bringing popcorn or crisps or sweets from home. Because that is okay. You can bring your own sweets and stuff. It's a total myth. Some theatres are weird though. One time I went to the Colosseum, London Colosseum, not the one in Rome, and I went in and I had 2 bottles of Coke, like 500ml bottles of Coke in my bag, and the one was half drunk and one was totally not open because they were on a deal, so I got 2.
Yeah.
Because I was like out for the day, and she was like, I'm really sorry, you can't bring them in. And I was like,
what?
Oh well, I'll drink this half-drunk one or whatever. They had like a massive bin, it had loads of bottles in there. I was like, I can drink the rest of this half-drunk one, that's fine. And she was like, no, you can't bring in the other one. And I was like, it's literally sealed. And she was like, no, you can't bring it in. And I was like, are you having a giggle? Do you know London prices? I got them on a deal because it made it cheaper, and that, so I literally... I mean, this other one, it wasn't really half full, it had like a little bit, so I drank that, and then I literally downed like half a bottle of this Coke. And I was like, I'm not a great person with fizzy drinks, like drinking them quickly. I know some people can just like go for it. Yeah. I just can't do it. And then I just felt like really iffy for the whole thing. And I know I could have not drunk it, But I'm like, I'm not wasting my money. It was really weird.
It's really stupid though.
But I did let them in with their McFlurry, is the moral of the story.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Smelly Food.
You could just say you're diabetic and then you have to have it on you.
That is different, but then it's like, not, yeah, but that's the kind of thing where it's like biscuits and stuff. But you're allowed them anyway. But smelly, like hot food, anything smelly like sushi, even a sandwich. I wouldn't want someone sitting in the theatre next to me with like a BLT. And that's not particularly smelly, but I'd be like, ew.
No.
But you are allowed to bring cold food in.
But as long as it's like in a wrapper. But
yeah, because they do.
Get down.
He's not got anything, has he? It's only like
it's only tissues. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, hot food definitely not, but cold food, make a judgment. Like, do you really need to eat your sushi in the interval?
I don't know. This is actually on the list as well. It's on the wrong page now. Is this on the list anyway?
What?
No. Okay. Well, also on the subject of food,
yes.
Bags.
Yeah. What?
Or
just
crunchy.
think about what bag you need to put.
If you'd be anywhere, like you eat food on a daily basis, you know what packets of crisps and things and whatnot sound like.
See, the thing is, we sell crisps, which is what people get pooey about. But
we sell crisps that don't make as much noise.
We sell crisps in a can, like a tube thing. Yeah. Like Pringles. So it's not that loud. It's not like a rustly bag. Ooh, voice going. Love that. But yeah, it's just like it was also a noise factor with food, rustling packets of stuff.
It's just distracting and rude.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't really eat during theatre shows. It's not a thing I consciously think like, oh, I need to get some snacks for the theatre.
No.
Do for the cinema.
I definitely get a drink.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
Usually I have a drink, but if I do eat anything within a theatre, it's usually like a quick like little sweet just to kind of boost
like a little chocolate bar or something.
Yeah, like some fruit pastels.
Yeah, something you can do quietly. And please don't eat during a death scene. It's pretty obvious when there's a death scene, so like don't do it.
Please just be quiet. Do not
really
move.
annoying.
Don't even breathe during a death scene. Just
because also then people look at you when you're working and they're like, why are you not sorting that out? And I'm like, I literally can't do anything about it. They're in the middle of a row.
Yeah.
You know?
There are rules to what we can do. But rather than giving the eye, why don't you give the eye to the customer, for them to give us the eye, and then we can
As an audience member, you have full right to poke someone on the shoulder and be like, yo, can you please, like, be quiet? You totally have the right. And then if it's still a problem, if they don't stop, come up to an usher in the interval and be like, yo, I've told them. Because I'd prefer that, because we're not meant to, like, stand at the side and, like, wave them down, because it's distracting for everyone else. That's the whole point. You're meant to have to do your job with, like, as little distraction as possible.
The point is, in our job, no one knows we're there.
That is literally what you're told. It's like, people aren't meant to know you're there. Obviously, they know that
you are there, but they're not really, they're not meant to be aware of.
You're meant to be in the shadows until there's, like, a major problem, you know?
And then you have to
someone did throw up once, didn't they?
They threw up on the curtains, the really expensive fancy curtains.
On, like, opening night.
Yeah, and also someone like knocked themselves out as well, like a door.
God, did someone vomit in an aisle, like in the actual auditorium? Was that a different show?
That was stills on the curtains.
Oh, maybe I was. Maybe
so
we were like,
they were like, because they ran out to go to the men's room.
Because it was right there,
right behind the door. They ran out and just, as they turned to go.
Maybe as an audience member, I heard from someone that someone threw up in.
Oh.
Well, maybe no. I feel like I've had many
people like pass out.
I think
just
someone
threw
up in the grand once. That's smelly too. Don't do that.
Don't vomit. No, I've had like people like pass out, not on me, like at a show, but like I went to see Wicked one time, and it was like just before Defying Gravity, and someone passed out, which was gutting. Someone passed out in Wicked again. I've seen it so many times. During the bit, you know, where she like changes the weather. So it was like loud, grumbly lightning sounds, and like, so we've got to stop the show. We need to get rid of a customer because they've passed out.
Oh no!
So yeah,
it was really cold. Okay, next is talking and also singing along because they kind of work hand in hand.
Yeah, talking is a big no-no.
Just don't talk during
unless you clap. Unless you talk during like a clap.
That's what we do. If someone's done like a cool riff in a song or whatever, when we're clapping at the end, we're like, oh my god, did you hear?
Yeah.
But like, you do it quietly and you don't continue your conversation after that as well. No. When the claps are done, you kind of be like, it's fine.
But also, we've developed hand signals that are very minimal.
When someone does something good, we're like
so we can like get our point across without having to say anything.
It's the tap on the shoulder for me. It's when you're like,
or it's the the hands out flat, and you're like,
Whoa!
or actually, it's that, or it's that's what's
it's
really
the claws.
that's what's really like amazing. You're like, oh my god.
Obviously, that when you go with someone that like you go to with you go to shows with them all the time. Yes, you can develop these things, but like, whoa, did you hear that? My little throat noise. It's because it's cold. But
Don't
yeah,
lie to yourself.
general
I'm
like,
joking.
yeah, just in general, don't talk.
It's just not worth it in
It's
the end.
just
You look
annoying.
like a knob.
The cast can see you.
Yes, people often forget that the cast can actually clearly see you.
The camera's escaping. It's all gone wrong.
Like, especially like in like lighter shows, they can see you and they will see you.
Like Les Mis with talking and stuff, it's kind of harder because it's a very dark, lighted, lit.
Yeah.
Ew. I was gonna say lighting.
It's a very
and then I
dimly
changed
lit
it.
show.
That's the one.
Auditorium as
But
well.
like Waitress, it's just so bright. The whole thing, like the actual set, is very bright colours.
Yeah.
Like
So
you've
it
got the
shines
lights
a lot
at the
of light
side
into you
and
as well. Yeah.
it's just a very light show. Like you can so see. I feel like that would be such a good show to work like with latecomers because it'd be so easy. You would not need a torch.
No.
Unless you're like up in the ground where it's a bit darker,
Even
obviously.
then, you couldn't be fine.
But like Les Mis, doesn't matter where you are, you need a torch.
Yeah.
You need like 6. Oh, actually, that's a point. Kind of off topic, but latecomers, we get it. It's
Be
fine that you're late.
respectful.
It's fine. No, but don't like use your phone torch to light the ground when you're going in. If you feel a bit like, oh my god, this is a bit dark, like tell the usher to slow down or whatever. Like, don't put your phone torch on because it's so much brighter, and we have like adjustment settings on our torches to make sure that we don't light up the entire auditorium. Someone once did it with their phone and then they held it up to find their seat, and I was like, oh god, no. It was just awkward.
Trust us that we know what we're doing. Also, if you are an audience member that is not late, but there is a seat next to you that currently no one's sitting in it,
Don't move up.
don't move, please.
Don't move up.
It's not
Makes
worth
our job
it.
really hard.
And also, it's then embarrassing for you if someone turns up, because then you've got to like shuffle back.
To be fair, we did do that once, didn't we?
We did make,
We did wait until Act 2 though.
yeah.
But still,
And
don't
also,
do it.
half the auditorium was empty as well.
It was
wasn't
a very,
even like.
it was a very
It wasn't
empty
even.
show that
Yeah,
day.
it wasn't even like we like moved slightly. It was a completely empty auditorium. We were like.
I mean, it wasn't completely empty, but there were quite. We were in the.
It was a
dress?
circle, and like 50% of it was empty.
Yeah.
So we just kind of yeeted across to like
It
a
was a
centre
quiet
seat.
time, I'm gonna say.
But like we made the sensible decision of like waiting.
Yeah, we
We
went to
looked.
Act 2. We did. You know, don't do it. We're not saying do what we did, but like we did do it once. And
But if you're
it was
gonna
fine,
if you're
but,
gonna
like,
do
don't
it,
that.
make sure you really have put attention to it. Like at least wait to the second act. And also, you can ask someone. You can ask a front of house member like, is there anyone sat in that seat? They can check for you, and if there is no one.
I mean, sure. But yes, back to talking and singing. So singing along, Jukebox Musicals, it's hard. Because it's like, if someone goes to Mamma Mia, like you want to sing along, like I want to sing along.
Don't get me
But
started.
Jukebox Musicals are made with the intention that they know that people want to sing along. They know that people know the songs. Because
Yeah.
it's Cher, it's ABBA, it's
Whitney
Wicked?
Houston.
That's not what I was going to
Whitney
say.
Houston.
Whitney Houston. I was going to say Queen.
Yeah.
Will rock you. You know, it's people that people know. That's why they're made, because they get an audience in. They know they're
Yeah.
going to get an audience. That's why Mamma Mia's stayed on the West End for so long, because they know that people
21
always
years.
like. They like ABBA.
Yeah.
People aren't going to just stop seeing it. So those shows have a specific point. Oh, Tina Turner, that's another one. Have a specific point at the end of the show, playing Can You Not? Oh, it's a helicopter.
That's unusual.
They
for
have
us.
like a bit at the end that's called like a mega mix, where
yeah.
you can sing along. It's like the bit where they're like, right, everyone up on your feet. Sometimes they're like, get your phones out, film it. You get like in 6, get your phones out. You're gonna want to film this. I mean, that's different because it's not a jukebox, but they do have that bit where you can sing along to it. No one cares if you sing in the mega mix, do
No, they encourage it, if anything.
they? Yeah.
But yeah,
like,
wait. If you're gonna see a jukebox show, wait until they ask you or let you. Like they usually like other like get ups that like sing along.
Thriller, that's another one.
They're like they encourage you
They're
to
like,
get
go
up and like
sing,
have
have
fun.
a party. Like they come out of character and they're like, yes, do it, and dancing
Yeah.
queen, let's go.
But like they also don't want you to film either because it is still part of the show.
Some they do.
Unless
Tina,
unless-
you're allowed to.
Unless they have signs or they personally say, oh, it's fine. Don't do it.
Maybe don't, yeah. Like, even with Waitress, which doesn't have that bit, but, like, with the bows, they hold up signs being like, you can take photos of the bows or whatever.
Yeah, share this on your Instagrams.
But, like, Wicked, you get
shunned.
Considering how big that auditorium is, I'm so shocked that they saw me do that. I did get caught, guys. But I wasn't sure, so I was like, I'll do it, and then
if someone does say something, you take it down.
Don't film during the show, but at the bows, at the end of the day, I'm going to say do it if you want to take a photo or take a video of the bows. But if you do get told to put your phone away, being like, sorry, you can't film this, it is often because it's copyrighted. With Les Mis, you're not meant to. The set is copywritten, so therefore you have a legal. Yeah.
You don't own the set, so therefore you do not.
And the cost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things.
You infringe on them.
But then leading on, don't film the show. Don't take photos of the show.
Any videos, anything that is distracting to you.
Because you're not paying full attention to the show because you're concentrating on your phone or your camera or whatever. So.
But also, like, it's just not worth it. At the end of the day, you're just wasting your life.
Be there in the moment. You wouldn't go to the cinema and film the film, would you?
Because I was watching. Some people do. I was watching a TikTok actually with Shakas. I don't know her name, how to say her name, but she played Cleves on the UK tour of 6 recently, and she said she did a video basically being like, sometimes if I'm having an iffy day,
I don't want to
or or sometimes even on a normal day, I might not be feeling my best, and therefore I don't want to be recorded doing something I'm not completely happy with all the time. Because
it's bad enough you've done a show that you're not happy with, but then for that video to be out there, but it could, you know what? I didn't think, but it could hurt their job prospects.
Yeah.
Like if an agent sees the bad.
Yeah, if it becomes like quite big and people are like sharing it everywhere, and then it becomes something they've sort of had, like they've had to talk about it, then they become aware of it, and then it's also like damaging for you because you're like, crap, I need to make sure, like, maybe it might make you think, oh, maybe I need to make sure that when I'm performing, I may always sound like 100% great.
And then you strain yourself.
And then you hurt your voice and you're screwed.
But then also, if you don't get a job, like if you audition for lots of stuff and you're just not getting it, you might be like, oh, that's because of that video. Like, it really would be disheartening. The dog is not happy. Look at that stance. He's like, oh my god, I'm going to kill someone.
Well, you are staring at him.
Sorry. So yeah, filming, taking photos, unless they say you can at the end, I mean, go for it. I would say do it at the end, in the bows. Take photos or videos, but if the ushers tell you to put it away, especially if they say delete the videos, don't be pooey, because I have a story about that, but I won't get into it right now.
But yeah, it's not worth it at the end of the day to film and make people mad at you, because it's just awkward for you and them as well sometimes. Because sometimes we don't want to tell you off again for the 100th time show.
I'm like, oh god, I have to go up to that person.
Also, actually, just on the subject of phones as well, during the show, even if you're not taking photos or videos, do not be playing on your phone or like checking your emails. I don't care how bored you are. Just no.
If you want to check your email or you think you've got a text that could be important, maybe just go to the loo.
Also, yeah, if you're expecting a text from someone that's kind of important, go to the loo. Fuck off. We don't want you in the auditorium because you're distracting everyone. And also clothing.
The cast can see.
Oh, clothing is such a big thing.
Oh, glittery, sparkly dresses.
It's really distracting for the cast members, and
it's kind of something that's like it's a hard one to control. But we had someone that came in and literally their coat was a big puffer jacket.
Oh,
no, different one, not that one. A big puffer jacket,
we won't
and it
the
was.
Other one, cause it's,
no, I will, but not person, because it's much harder. But like this big puffer jacket, and it was neon yellow, like high vis. And I swear to God, I was like, who decides on that? I think they eventually did take it off and put it by their feet.
Yeah.
But I was like, come on now, get it together. What are you doing?
But like, we can all see you, but also like it sometimes may look like.
It reflects funny.
Especially if it's like a sparkly jacket or like a sparkly dress.
Ball gown.
Whatever
on
you're
New Year's Eve.
I mean, it was quite the time, to be fair. She was an icon. Anyway.
In row D of the stock. No, I'm joking.
row,
I think it was like row F.
Seat number 2. No, I'm joking. Because 1 doesn't exist. And there was a reason behind it.
But anyway. What?
There's a reason behind why 1 doesn't exist.
Why? 1.
1. And I.
Oh yeah, I doesn't exist in the rows because it can be confusing. Is that
as
why
a
seat
one.
number one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
because
the-
sometimes you have a number one seat, don't you?
Yeah, but very often they don't because it's just easier. They also miss out a couple of numbers sometimes as well. I think they miss out like literally. I think they miss out 7. I think. I know. Maybe they know.
I thought it was
no.
13.
Yes, they
I feel like
they get rid of
do
all
in a
number
lot of
13s.
places. They get rid
It's
of
an unlucky
13s.
number.
Only in some places, though.
In a building that has like horror,
Probably the palace. They're like, nope.
no number 13 at all here.
But yeah,
thank you.
clothing's a weird one because it's like it's another judgment thing. Like, you know.
It's just be respectful to the people around you and your surroundings.
But it's just something
Is
people
what it all
don't
comes
think
down
of.
to.
Like, I wouldn't have thought of it.
Or hair as well is a massive thing.
Oh.
Don't wear your beehive on a day you're going to sit front row in a show.
Or wear your hat that's like a fedora. No, like a top hat in the theatre.
Yeah, don't do it.
Actually, take your hat off. What you were doing wearing a hat inside?
Does your mum not teach you anything? Do you not
Do you
wear...
know what? That's something Americans do, and I absolutely hate it. They wear hats inside. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like
That is-
baseball caps?
Yeah, but any hat. They're
Don't do
like
it.
they wear it inside like a beanie. I mean,
A
I
beanie,
did
I
wear one. I
get.
did wear one for the podcast once, but I was on my own in my room and hiding.
Beanies I get.
Bit
Because
different.
beanies are like comfy.
It's a warm thing as well.
Whereas like...
But like wearing hats inside is just not okay.
It's just...
And Americans do it. They're really
Also wearing shoes inside bothers me as well. I think that's a different story altogether.
shoes inside.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's one. Don't take your shoes off in the show. No one wants to smell your feet. Someone literally walked around the foyer
Yes.
with no shoes and socks on once, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I literally went up to them. They were sat on their little bench, and I was like, "Hi, do you have shoes?" And they were like, "Yeah, they're in my bag." And I was like, "Could you maybe put them on?" She was like, "Why?" And I was like,
You're gross.
"Because like." We don't know what's on the floor. There could be little bits of glass, like someone might smash something once, and it might not have just, don't want you cutting your feet. In reality, what I want to say is, because you're disgusting, we don't want your smelly feet
We also
on
don't
our
want your
ground.
germs on the floor.
You're just encouraging mice. No, I'm joking.
Literally though.
Do you want to do segments?
I guess.
Well, we've only got like 2 more things on the list,
No,
so
no, I'm joking, yeah. Let's go.
Might be bad. Okay, key change of the week.
Yeah.
I think that's the right tune. I don't really know. Is Two Nobodies in New York from Title of Show,
Oh.
which was it done live or was it a live stream? I think it was a live stream. Some people did
It was
it
meant to be done live.
in
it
the
wasn't.
West End
Yeah.
recently in lockdown. But yeah, basically, it's a really obvious one, so it's fine. I can't sing it to you, can't remember, but basically, it's at like 1 minute 23 of the song, and they go, key change, and then, so basically, they do what I do when we're in the car, and I know the key change is coming, I'll say it just before the key change, which is really annoying, but I love it. Yeah. I mean, I don't do it every time.
Even if you don't say it out loud, I can see your mouth doing it.
Key change.
Like,
Yeah. Yes, but they literally say it in the song, so there you go.
Yeah, so it's quite easy to find that one.
Your turn.
So, my fun fact of this week actually is quite funny, to be fair. So, in the iconic film The Sound of Music.
No, never heard of it.
I know it's a trash film. Anyway, there's a bit at the top of the show, top of the film, right at the beginning of the film, where Julie Andrews is at the top on the top of this mountain and she's singing "The Hills Are Alive."
Oh, yep.
That's the end of the show.
Sorry. The
Interludes.
hills are alive with the
Anyway,
sound of music.
there's a nice aerial shot, isn't there, of her
Yes.
spinning around.
Yes.
That was filmed with a helicopter.
I did know that.
Yeah. This is not the fun fact. The fun fact is that she kept falling over and getting flattened to the ground.
Oh, because of the wind.
Because the
it was low.
helicopter, because it went round her, so as it went back over to finish the circle, so after they did the shot and it was all fine. And then but then by the time the jet streams kind of caught up with the helicopter,
Oh, the wind.
it's like, so she's like,
And then she fell. That's amazing.
so she got so fed up with being pummeled into the ground.
This is a fact.
That's about helicopter.
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 He's spelled helicopter
Don't say that
HELLIECOPTER.
I honestly was just like, I'm gonna write
Helicopter. Aww.
the birds even laughing at you.
Aww.
I honestly did not have a spell it. It literally ran with me as well, and I was just like, helicopter!
Oh, whatever, it's fine.
It's all 2 separate words as well.
I knew what you meant.
It's helicopter.
Helicopter. Cute. I feel like I did know that, but I don't
It's
know.
like a famous fun fact.
Yeah.
You're probably going to want this anyway because you need to put it in your book.
I will put Julie Andrews' helicopter in the book. Don't worry.
Helicopter!
I might actually write that. Oh, I've got a label in my vest. She is poking. Do you like my Cadbury World jumper?
I've seen it many times before.
Oh, okay. Right.
It's not new to me.
Actually,
You've lived like 4 years already.
I literally got it in 2019. But okay. Because that's when I went.
Yes.
It was only like £25. It's quite a bargain. Considering it's like from a place. It's like a memorabilia jumper, you know what I mean? You'd expect it to be more.
Like 40 quid, 50 quid.
Yeah. Anyway, actor of the hour.
Oh my god.
That was exciting. Bonnie Langford, everybody.
Everyone get your cup of teas.
God, this could be a
Get
long
comfy.
one. No, I actually haven't got loads written down. But I would love to get Wikipedia up and actually have all her roles out.
I might
Because
let him out and just let him roam around.
no, because he's going to jump at us.
He won't.
He will. He's fine. He needs to learn. He has to be inside sometimes.
Anyway, tell your story about Bonnie Langford.
We just can't make eye contact. What? Okay, Bonnie Langford, here we go. So, some notable TV and film roles, because she has done TV and film as well. So, Carmel Kazemi, I'm going to say that is, in EastEnders. Icon.
Yes.
Melanie in Doctor Who.
Yes.
Violet in Just William. Lena Morelli in Bugsy Malone.
Oh, yay!
Hey, I think that's the original film. It's from like 1976. I feel like she's in that.
She's been around since then, yeah.
I love that film. Anyone that knows me. And Nancy Potter in Goodnight, Sweetheart. Okay, so notable theatre roles. There's a lot more than this, but we would be here forever if I didn't. Basically, she's been in everything. So, Baby June.
Any musical, she's done it.
Yes. Baby June in Gypsy. Rumpelteazer in Cats. Peter Pan in Peter Pan. Sally Smith in Me and My Girl. Peggy Sawyer in 42nd Street. Charity in Sweet Charity. Roxy Hart in Chicago. And Ros Keith in 95. But she's done so much more. I just didn't want to fill up 6 whole pages. But, like, they're the really big ones.
Yeah.
He's literally licking the window. Brilliant.
He's
so
cute.
Bonnie Langford attended Arts Ed. The Arts Ed school, sorry. And
The Arts School of Dramatic Arts.
I don't know if she did, like, yeah, anyway. And the Italia Conti Academy Stage School. So she went to both. Icon. She first came to public attention at the age of 6.
Icon.
And she won a talent show called Opportunity Knocks, which helped her when she was older, because people knew who she was. So it led to the role of Scarlett O'Hara's daughter in the London production of Scarlett in 1972, and work in the Broadway revival of Gypsy in 1974, which I think she also did in the West End as well. I think she's done Gypsy quite a few times. But I think the Broadway revival of Gypsy she did with Angela
Lansbury?
That's the one. Yeah, I was going to say Langford. I was like, no.
Potts.
Yeah. And Thingy in Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
She's doing she's not doing it, but she's going to be voicing the narrator in the Beauty and the Beast tour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're pre-recording it.
Yeah.
I love Angela Lansbury.
Lansbury.
Yeah, she's an icon. Bedknobs and Broomsticks might actually be one of my...
And broomsticks and fiddles and fiddles.
What? It might be one of my favourite...
The Ted Lasso musical as well.
Disney films. That's what I was trying to say. Yes, so she was also in the 1976 film Bugsy Malone and the 1977 film Wombling Free. Okay. Oh yeah, so that's what that kind of helped her get. That, like, talent show that she was... Don't read my things! Spoilers!
I thought one of your facts is incorrect, though.
Absolutely not. Right, so...
Okay.
Between 1986 and 1987, Langford played the role of Mel, companion of both the 6th and 7th Doctor in Doctor Who, and she returned to the role in 1993 for a charity episode, a crossover of EastEnders and Doctor Who together.
It was iconic.
I can't remember what it was called, but yeah. So, she was also a featured dancer in BBC One's popular entertainment series, The Hot Shoe Show, which she co-presented with Wayne Sleep, who also is like a British icon, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he's that person, yeah.
Yes. She's also... Whoa, there's a bug! There's a bug! It's gone. It's fine. Anyway, she's a pantomime regular, including Peter Pan, 2008/9, and Fairy Snow in Cinderella. Don't know who that is. Can you not? In 2013 and 2014. So, in 2006, so going back second. She was a celebrity contestant in the first series of Dancing on Ice, and I think she came back a bit later as well.
I love that.
And this is a fun one. Molly Langford is the aunt of actresses Summer, Scarlett, Zizi, and Saskia Strallen. Zizi Strallen is known for playing Mary Poppins, if anyone didn't know that. I don't know the others, I can't remember what they've done. They've probably done loads.
I think her other sisters as well have also done Mary Poppins, but like in Australia or New Zealand, I think. I don't know.
Are they Australian?
I think so.
With the sound of that name, it kind of sounds like Strallen. Yeah. She's basically been in every show ever. I literally wrote that as a thing. And cast recordings include, is this what you were questioning?
Yeah.
Apparently she was in the Cats original London cast recording.
That's not what I was questioning that part. Carry on.
Gypsy, the original cast recording. Wuthering Heights, original cast recording. And Leading Ladies in 2009.
Oh,
She literally is.
No, 2009 is not the Leading Ladies album I thought it was. I thought you meant the one with Cassie Jansen, Beverly Knight, and
No.
Amber Riley. I was like,
Amber Davies.
That's incorrect.
No, different Leading Ladies. Wow. No, the one with Amber Riley in that was a lot later, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was recent.
There are ants everywhere.
There is actually. What the hell's going on?
It's probably because of the sugar and stuff. So, let's continue.
Sugar and spice and all things nice.
Let's continue. Coming in and out of doors in the auditorium now.
Ooh.
We get that some toilets are not inside the auditorium. Some are outside. Are you good?
Oh my god.
What?
Ages to fill.
It's fine. So some toilets are actually not, on some levels, there is not enough room for 2 sets of toilets inside the auditorium. So the men's or the ladies might be outside.
Usually the men's.
We get that. However, unless you've got a toilet problem, in which case maybe talk to the usher and be like, yo, I need to go to the loo a lot. Can you maybe move me to sit on the edge of the row?
Be respectful. Also, yeah, when booking tickets, if you know you've got a toilet issue, don't sit in the middle of the row.
What are you doing?
Don't.
Or if you know you've got a disability that's not necessarily something where you need to book the access team, but you know that you kind of struggle to get in and out and stuff.
Yes.
Maybe just think. I mean, I know with access people, it's often something they do think of.
Yes, but with some people they don't.
I have had it before, or even oldies. It's if you're ancient and decrepit. No, I'm joking. If you're an oldie that kind of has a walker or whatever, maybe don't book for the middle of a row, because then you have to get up everyone and then you struggle to get in and out.
And unless you know
you're gonna be fine.
Unless you know there's a middle row as well, then sit
there. Oh yeah, centre aisle, absolutely fine. But a lot of theatres don't have centre aisles. No. I feel like they're kind of old-fashioned. I don't know what is on that door, but the dog is loving it.
He's just trying to get out.
Licking your way through is not going to do anything. But yeah, just coming in. Oh my god, that was the most cartoonish face I've ever seen. Anyway, coming in and out of doors. I wish you guys could see this.
So interesting.
Oh, he didn't he's giving us a look. Okay, so coming in and out of doors. Unless you've got a toilet problem, I fully understand that. But it's not just that you're going to be stepping over people in the rows and stuff. The actual doors let in a lot of light if you're not trained in how to... I know it sounds really... I know it sounds really stupid, but unless you're trained in how to manoeuvre the curtains or where you know where the curtains are, so you're not going to let all the light flood in.
Don't do it.
That's why often an usher will follow you to the loo, which sounds really weird, but they'll follow you out of the auditorium so that they can let you back in without you letting in a load of light when you go back in. Also to let you in at an appropriate moment as well. Yes, because if there is about to be a death scene, you might just have to hold on a minute. Don't get angry at us for anything, our job. We are literally being told by the producers. Yeah, they do come back to us when patrons are coming in and out. Literally by the end of the show as well. It's not even we're here tomorrow. It's not so we have some notes from last night. It's no. I mean, you do get that. But we'll hear that night being they will literally go straight to the manager instantly and be so your ushers suck. Especially from the stalls where the sound desk is. Yes, that's very true. And also the cast can see you, and also the audience just get really annoyed if someone's constantly getting up and down. It's distracting. I know it's one of those things. It's just you can't fully help it, but It's just, it is distracting.
I feel like most people know that when if they have like a bladder issue, they do sit towards the edge.
Also, if you're having a bit of a funny turn, like in the middle of a show, like it's come on, all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, I think I'm going to die. Not necessarily like toilet-wise. You're just like not feeling well at all. You can go out and talk to an usher and be like, yo, I'm not feeling well. And they will put you where a screen is so you don't miss the show.
Yeah, there is usually
you
a screen.
You don't have to come back in when you think you're going to be okay and then have to go out again when you're not feeling well. Like, go and sit by a screen, go and watch it. I know it's not the same, but like you'll enjoy it more.
We might be able to find a place for you to sit within the auditorium still.
But you'll enjoy it more if you're not going in being like, no, I'm fine, and then having to come out again, because it's a faff for you and it's embarrassing for you.
Yeah.
So that's another option that a lot of people don't know about.
I mean, not all theatres have screens, but...
No, but a lot do. I mean, you can hear it all over, yeah.
Yeah, but, yeah.
And, the last one on the list is actors can see you. Yeah, they can see you do anything.
As we've said many times, is they will and they can.
And they will actually report back to people sometimes.
They will let stage management know, and then they will let us know.
Been like, yo,
like we're not doing our jobs properly, and it's great.
Yeah, I love it when people tell me I'm not doing my job properly.
It's really great.
Well,
like,
I
no,
mean,
but also they know what level you're on. They know exactly who was on that side of the auditorium. Therefore, they know exactly who to tell off if someone's being
or just
slipping
remind of something. It's not
even
necessarily
they don't tell it. I don't think we've never been told off about anything.
They're like, guys, come on.
There was
now.
one time, but I will not spread it because it's really bad.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if you remember.
I don't know if I do. You can tell me afterwards. Okay, no, don't say it on there. You literally said you're not going to say it, and then he's going to write it.
They could probably see it if I write it down. I won't. I'll leave it.
With your DMT pen. Woohoo! Sad times. But yeah, that's kind of it. Theatre etiquette wise. Can you think of anything else? I don't know if I have anything.
I think most of it just comes down to being polite.
Yeah, don't yell at staff. Like in any job or like any
workplace,
any place you go to.
Staff are not being knobs for the sake of being a knob.
You're literally, I mean, some are. Like some retail people.
But there are very clear differences between someone being a knob and someone just having to follow the rules. Because all of us,
when people
all of
are
us
like,
are
it's
like
policy. It's because that's what you're told. You might not know more information. Just be like, if someone says this thing to you, you need to say it's policy because it is, and that's all you know. So if someone says to you, yeah, it's just our policy, we can't do anything about it, just accept it.
Don't
you may not
question
like
us.
It.
We don't know either most of the time. We've just been told.
I've had it a lot in shops and stuff that I've worked in, where people are like, but why can't I get a refund? I'm like,
it's
because
policy. It's just the rules.
Because it's over 4 weeks old. The till physically cannot find that receipt on the system anymore.
Also, if you've eaten, I think we had it at Les Mis once actually, when someone like brought a packet of crisps and ate all of it. They're like, they're stale.
Wow.
And then try to like get a refund, and people are like, no.
Oh my god.
The whole pot's empty. Therefore,
if you'd eaten a few and been like, I think these are stale, and brought them back
as a pretty full tin,
I pretty much guarantee the staff might have tried one and been like, oh.
Yeah.
Or even looked at the date. Or what?
Just like somehow that slipped in there. Whoops. Sorry.
Yeah, just that whole tin. Wow.
Yeah, they ate a whole tin.
People
like,
try things.
It's out of date, and I'm like, you've eaten it though, so shut up. No one cares.
People do try some crazy things. Don't they?
Yeah, because they try to like rip you off because they feel like you've ripped them off.
We did give free beer to someone once because they were being such a pain. Oh my god, it's raining.
Starting to rain.
Oh no.
Okay, well, it's kind of a short episode today.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad.
40 minutes.
But it is literally about to rain, and I don't want to get caught in that. So
no, we've got to get everything inside really quickly.
We will see you next week with another episode.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.